What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Now today what we're going to be going through is effectively how to stop conceding goals. It'll be a defending tutorial effectively. So what it is, the footage is taken straight from a coaching session that I did with Boltsy. Now, to avoid any confusion, he is the team in the red. I recorded the footage, we played against each other, and then I went through and analysed it. So hopefully this will give you a really good idea of basically how you defend properly and how you stop conceding so many goals in Futchamps. So enjoy the video. Here I would probably, when I play that there, I think I would possibly switch to Varane and just try like as quick as possible and just try and press this area here. Okay. Because then if I pass to Ronaldo there, then you can quickly switch to Van Dijk and take that space. But I think when you don't switch to Varane there, you give me a little bit too much time with Neymar. But I passed it first time, so actually it was fine because then Varane's still covering the space. Yeah, one thing I liked this just here, when you player switch to Semedo and put that pressure on, I like that, but you press tackle when you're way too far away from me, and you didn't need to do that because you're right on me then, but then when you press tackle, it gives me a little bit of space to get away from you. Okay. So just be a bit more careful about when you're pressing tackle. So just here with is that Kante? I think that's Kante. So you want to block this pass here, yeah? But what that does is when you get tight on Neymar, I can pass here and it leaves a big gap of space here for Renato Sanchez to run into. So I think your best bet here would have been to try and occupy a bit more of this space to stop Renato Sanchez from having like a free run. Because yeah, you pull him right out of position then, and I end up passing, and it's quite lucky how good the pass was. But I've got all this space to run into then, and then I'm automatically behind your entire midfield just because of that.
Okay. Yeah.
Here I felt like you could have switched. So when you've got Varane there, I feel like you're better off switching to Van Dijk here rather than pressing with Varane, because the reason is because when you don't switch to Van Dijk, he sort of stays where he is, which gives me this little bit of space here, and then obviously Ronaldo's running in there, so I want to try and get it there. But if you close down the space a little bit quicker with Van Dijk, so when you like say you switch to Van Dijk there, proper close down that space, it doesn't give me an opportunity to do that skill move and try and go for that pass to Ronaldo.
Okay.
Obviously you get away with it because there wasn't quite enough space there, but I feel like you'd have been better off instead of risking it, try and close down the space a little bit quicker. Okay, so just here, when you've got control of Kante, I think what you've tried to do is you've tried to put pressure on the ball, and what that does, it means if you don't get the ball there, or if you don't press close enough, it gives, what you do, you actually go a little bit too far. It gives me a great open pass to Ronaldo. So I think what you should have done here, when you've got control of Kante like that, I think you try and occupy this space, and then switch to Varane, and press. Because if you've got that space there with Kante, it means that pass is useless. And if you're tight on me there with Varane, it means I can't really turn you. Okay. So if Kante is marking that blocks off that. And if you're getting tight on him, I feel like that'd be much safer. Obviously, you recovered well. You did the right thing by switching to Van Dijk, and you did defend it quite well. But just those little things. Yeah, so there, I think you just need to take pressure off the ball. When you see that run, you've got to go and track that and give me space on the ball. I think that's safer because obviously you let me get in behind. And I score an absolute wonder goal from it. It's good defending. Yeah, no, that's good. I like how you occupied this space with Kante just a second ago. Yeah, so when I play it back to Valverde, you know that's an option. So yeah, you just cover this space, which is good. Yeah, play it offside. Okay, so as you can see, when I was explaining this to Boltsy, one thing I didn't realise was when he was controlling Kante here, he accidentally switched to Semedo here, which would usually be a problem. But what Boltsy does really well is he recovers and switches straight back to Kante. But this is just one thing that I forgot to point out, so I thought it'd be worth mentioning. Just be a little bit careful when you're switching, that you don't switch to the wrong player. Obviously, if you do, then you can recover it nicely by switching back to Kante almost instantly. And so yeah, other than that, he does really well. Absolutely sent you there.
I overcommitted. Sometimes I'd be aggressive when I don't need to be.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and as well, just be careful of the tackle button, because when you press that tackle button, you miss. And you did it there with Mendy, and you do it here with Varane.
Yeah,
it lets me get away from you. So yeah, you've played that there, and then I can turn you. Obviously, you do recover quite quickly, but. Okay, just there, I think you should switch to Van Dijk. So when you're pressing me there, and then what you do is you try and chase me with Mendy. I think you should switch to Van Dijk. Because yeah, Mendy gets stuck behind Van Dijk a little bit there, and it then gives me space to do what I want a little bit. So hopefully that gave you guys a little bit more of an insight into how you're supposed to defend properly. Yeah, there are a lot of things in there that just people need to touch up on, whether it's their player switching, whether like how much they're pressing the tackle button, how much they're diving in, how aggressive they're being. So hopefully now you'll concede less goals in Futchamps. So if you did enjoy the video, please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It means a lot. I think I'm on like 42 subs now. It's rising, slowly, but it's rising. So yeah, let me know down in the comments what you want next, what tutorials you want next, custom tactics, whatever. Just let me know. But no, I'll catch you in the next one.